Coming up on 5 Minute News. Biden mulling public health emergency for abortion access. Trump ally Bannon to testify after defying subpoena. And Uber used stealth tech to block scrutiny, says report. It's Monday, July 11. I'm Anthony Davis. President Joe Biden on Sunday said he is considering declaring a public health emergency to free up federal resources to promote abortion access, even though the White House has said it doesn't seem like a great option. He also offered a message to people enraged by the Supreme Court's ruling last month that ended a constitutional right to abortion and who have been demonstrating across the country. Keep protesting. Keep making your point. It's critically important. The president, in remarks to reporters during a stop on a bike ride near his family's Delaware beach house, said he lacks the power to force the dozen-plus states with strict restrictions or outright bans on abortion to allow the procedure. Biden said voters would have to elect more lawmakers who support abortion access in November. Biden said his administration is trying to do a lot of things to accommodate the rights of women after the ruling, including considering declaring a public health emergency to free up federal resources. The president said he's asked officials to look at whether I have the authority to do that and what impact that would have. On Friday, Jen Klein, the director of the White House Gender Policy Council, said it didn't seem like a great option. The former White House extremist and ally of Donald Trump, Steve Bannon, who faces criminal charges after months of defying a congressional subpoena over the Capitol riot, has told the House committee investigating the attack that he is now willing to testify. Bannon's turnabout was conveyed in a letter late Saturday from his attorney as the committee prepares to air some of its most striking revelations yet against Trump this week in what may be its final set of hearings. The committee intends to have Bannon sit for a private interview, which they typically conduct in a deposition with sworn testimony. Bannon had been one of the highest-profile Trump-allied holdouts in refusing to testify before the committee, leading to 2 criminal counts of contempt of Congress last year for resisting the committee's subpoena. He has falsely argued that his testimony is protected by Trump's claim of executive privilege. As the former president grew frustrated with what he decried as a one-sided presentation by the committee of 7 Democrats and 2 Republicans, Trump said he would waive that privilege claim and sent a bogus letter on Saturday to Bannon's lawyer. A hearing on Tuesday will focus on the plotting and planning of the insurrection by white nationalist groups such as the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, and the 3 Percenters, and will also highlight testimony taken on Friday from former White House counsel Pat Cipollone. It comes after surprise testimony last month from former Trump White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson provided the most compelling evidence yet that Trump could be linked to a federal crime. Since then, the committee has seen an influx of new information and tip-offs. As the ride-sharing platform Uber aggressively pushed into markets around the world, the company lobbied political leaders to relax labor and taxi laws, used a kill switch to thwart regulators and law enforcement, channeled money through Bermuda and other tax havens, and considered portraying violence against its drivers as a way to gain public sympathy, according to a report released yesterday. The International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, a non-profit network of investigative reporters, scoured internal Uber texts, emails, invoices and other documents to deliver what it called an unprecedented look into the ways Uber defied taxi laws and upended workers' rights. In a written statement, Uber spokesperson Jill Hazelbaker acknowledged mistakes in the past and said CEO Dara Khosrowshahi, hired in 2017, had been tasked with transforming every aspect of how Uber operates. When we say Uber is a different company today, we mean it, literally. 90% of current Uber employees joined after Dara became CEO. Founded in 2009, Uber sought to skirt taxi regulations and offer inexpensive transportation via a ride-sharing app, claiming to be just a technology company rather than a travel firm. The consortium's Uber files revealed the extraordinary lengths that the company undertook to establish itself in nearly 30 countries. The company's lobbyists, including former aides to President Barack Obama, pressed government officials to drop their investigations, rewrite labor and taxi laws, and relax background checks on drivers, the papers show. The investigation found that Uber used stealth technology to fend off government investigations. The company, for example, used a kill switch that cut access to Uber servers and blocked authorities from grabbing evidence during raids in at least 6 countries. You can subscribe to 5 Minute News on YouTube with your preferred podcast app. Ask your smart speaker or enable 5 Minute News as your Amazon Alexa flash briefing skill. Subscribe, rate and review online at 5minute.news. 5 Minute News is an Evergreen podcast covering politics, inequality, health and climate, delivering independent, unbiased and essential world news daily.